when you're driving down the road and you feel like you need to make a turn, you don't have to come to a complete fucking stop. You don't even have to slow down to 3 miles an hour. You can go like 15, 20 and still make the turn. You know, are you that opposed to G-force you can't handle just a little don't inconvenience me because you're a pussy. That's my public service announcement. I'm glad that I got that out there.
Oh man, reminds me of a Buck. Fuck. Buck. His last video from the guy from Under the Rock, or you know, he's a pretty cool guy. I like his style. You know, if you haven't checked out his videos, you can head on over there.
Fuck. Looks like an address. Looks like Rod wants me to check it out. Buck can do that shit. Fuck. Buck don't do anything on an empty stomach. I'll be fucking good to go in a minute.
But you know, that's pretty cool. Well, what I also wanted to talk about, you know, because I'm packing, you know, doing some other things, beating the children of America around, you know, and I kick them around like Joe Biden's kicking all the Americans around like they're going to try to do with the Palestinians. But the Amazing Atheist finally hit a point. You know, I like to hit my brother man up when he's talking on good terms. You know, I give him a hard time on other things. But, you know, on this he's right. When Joe Biden wants to take away people's Miranda rights, well, why does he want to do this?
Senator Lieberman, he decided that if you are someone who is suspected of terrorism, then you should have your citizenship stripped away so that you can be used as a piñata, I guess. You have no legal rights. He's sick and goddamn tired of us Americans extending rights and freedoms onto our own citizens. That's grave injustice. Because if you take up arms against the United States, then you're basically seceding from the United States. You know, if that was all it took, then, you know, the South should have had no trouble seceding. I mean, as soon as they took up arms, Lincoln should have just said, well, you guys are no longer citizens. Because, you know, that's how we do things here in America. I remember there was some in our legal system, some kind of concept, what is it, innocent until proven guilty? I recall something like that. So how do you take away someone's right to a trial when you have to have a trial to even prove that they did what you're accusing them of?
Maybe because he's scared, because maybe he has, you know, family in America or something, and you know, and if you own a house or any public land, your name and address is, well, in public in public records, so pretty much, you know. And so maybe he's scared that people might be driving by their house or, you know, whatnot. You know, there's a trillion ideas to come up with or to plop in your mind.
Law, right. So, to strip someone of their citizenship before you had that little trial thing, that kind of means that you're saying that someone is guilty until proven innocent, which is sort of a reversal of what we're supposed to have, I think. So maybe someone should beat Joseph Lieberman over the head with a big fucking club. I don't know, not saying to kill him, just wound him. I mean, you can't really hurt him. There's obviously no brains in that hollow fucking head of his, so you could probably get in 50 or 60 good whacks, and he probably won't even feel it, but at least you'll feel better about yourself. It'll probably vent that frustration and stuff, you know. Obviously, whatever.
Other than that, you know, I wanted to talk about this profiling thing. Because even like Glenn Beck, you know, he had a good show last night with with George Washington. You know, I found that, like, okay, I can kind of agree with you on there, but he had a show on with a bunch of immigrants, and the whole thing was all these immigrants. Not one time did he ever talk about profiling, and not one time out of all these people did they understand what they were talking about. So you're having a bunch of people, legal immigrants, that just came off the boat. They're all legal, and most of them were children. Of course they're going to keep the children. They'll keep the children, and then they'll, you know, but anybody that actually pays money, like I've even heard with my own self, even when I lived in Florida, people would give thousands and thousands of dollars, do all their paperwork, schooling, all this stuff that they do, and then they get denied, and then they have to go to Canada. And that's what happened to a couple people that I talked to already. You know, and they say, well, we tried everything, and we just still can't get in. You have to still take your money, and once they run all that stuff out, they're not going to let you in if you're black or whatever, and if you're not, you know, part of the European white colony, you know, you're not going to get in as easy. It's just the way it's going to go. I've already seen it with my eyes with people. But anyways, that's for the immigration part. And now for the profiling part, it all starts out with paperwork. But then the paperwork's not good enough, you know, and because it's too hard to tell and everybody's doing this. So it'll be easier if we just brand them with a bean on their forehead, because then you'll be able to tell everybody apart that way. And or maybe there's gay people coming from Mars, and we need to put upside down pink triangles on their shoulders, and so we can tell those people, and we need to tell those people to go back. Or even Africans coming from Somalia or Africa, we need to start profiling maybe even black people, because there's so many Somalians. We need to start asking for your paperwork. Maybe even if you are sagging your pants and you look like a thug, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it starts, and then after it starts with that badging, well, then that's not good enough, so, you know, and then there's just too many of them, so, well, let's just round them up and start putting them in gas chambers. Or, you know, just fuck the gas chambers, just get the Apache out and just mow them all down. They didn't show paperwork, right?
Let's see where this address takes us. What the fuck? This is 999. Shit. Maybe it's supposed to be 666. Fuck.
So, you know, out of all these new shows, out of all these racist people talking on their thing about this immigration thing, it's always about immigration. It's never about profiling. They don't give a shit about, oh, they want the profiling there. That's what they want. So they can abuse it. So they can start, you know, tagging people in the, you know, the Nazism shit. That's what they want. And it's called conditioning, because after people get comfortable with it after a while, it's okay to move in the next phase. And that's putting the beans or, you know, the patches or doing what and what not. Somali pirates are coming over here. You know, now it's Pakistanians. So, you know, what are they going to try to do? Well, you may look Pakistani, and now we need to carry and look for this. So it's all an inside job, you can say. And that's why Jew Lieberman is getting all pissed off and starting to moan and complain. And, well, a lot of them are. That's because they know a lot of us Americans are really smart. And we and anybody that's ever checked out background knows exactly what I'm talking about. Because anybody that's checked out my childhood background, and even what's on record, they will know that I'm not full of shit. So, you know, I don't need to talk shit to be, you know, whatever. So, anyways, so, better get back to the things that I do for the people, and that's being a magician. But that's what I have to say to you guys today. Amazing Atheist, you know, you're a good guy. It's just I gotta hit you around every time you get on, and you're right, man. You're right when you say you can't hold everybody's hand. I totally agree with you there, and I see your points on a lot of stuff.
Changing gears, you know what I think you guys should do? I think you guys should all make up a new word. Don't make up a word that has 100 synonyms already. Find a concept that needs a word but doesn't have one already, and make up a word for it. There should be a word for, like, when I pick my nose and I flick my booger at someone. There should be a specific word for that gesture. You could call it muke plunking. That's good. Yeah, that works. Whatever, you know, because it's mucus and it makes a little plunk noise, and that's good. Muke plunking is a word for when you pick your nose and you roll your booger and you throw it at someone and they get hit with it and they cry. So, yeah. Made up a word just now. New word, English language. Rock on, okay? So every one of you should do the same. You should make up a new word. It'll make you happy. It'll make your teeth strong somehow. I don't know. Who cares?
So when you do, and I don't know what it is about the stupidness or what, you're afraid to tell the truth or what. I mean, popularity. It's not a popularity contest. Well, that's fine. That's like Shane Dawson's creating that third channel. I gave him a hard time for it. Why? Because that's why. And then, you know, it's all there, so I don't even need to go into that. But anyways, I liked your last video, you know. Take it easy out there, YouTubers and people alike, and I hope I get I get my point across here. You hear what I'm saying, you know. So, and if you don't like happy fairy tales, then you're just a bitch. I mean, what do you want? More cock and balls? Because I got plenty of that too, you know. So if you haven't watched the HBO fairy tale thing, the brief thing, watch it and then you know, buy that series or buy their, you know, because I like it. There's a point there, and they always make a good point. Master artists. All right, I'm out. Your magic, druid, cannabis smoking magician says puff puff. And until next time, take it easy out there. Yeah. Yeah.